I'd like to take this time to share with you the depth of despair permeating an enormous and growing segment of this community, the unemployed. Throughout this crisis, my goal has been, and will continue to be, standing up and being a voice for the working people and small businesses of this great community who are suffering. Based on the thousands of calls and emails my office has been receiving these past weeks, the fear of imminent, utter poverty is every bit as real as the fear of the virus. According to the Nevada Independent, from March 8th to April 25th, there have been 361,000 initial unemployment claims filed in Nevada, 393,000 plus, which is more than any full calendar year in the state's history. That figure at this time represents 25% of Nevada's total workforce, and that does not count the thousands more who have not been able to get through to receive a single dollar yet. Nor does it include contract and gig workers who are not yet able to file for unemployment. Nor does it include those who received their debit cards but with no funds loaded on them. Nor does it include the 1,000 more Nevadans who are likely to be laid off in the weeks and months ahead. I implore the state to enlist their employees to be redirected to work on resolving unemployment complications immediately. Our out-of-work citizens need money to feed their families, to pay their bills. It is their money that they have earned, and it's owed to them. While I'm grateful, there are now first steps toward the eventual reopening of Nevada. It's important to remember that far too many of our people are unemployed now. At the city and in my office, all of us are answering phones, and we are told people are spending hours attempting to get through to state lines with no success. This has created real terror and panic for those who have no income, no nest egg. While I understand a new interim director has been appointed at DETR, the Department of Employment Training and Rehab, hopefully to help alleviate this backlog, I want to share a few of the real stories of real people who have contacted my office. So often, so many of them, in tears and panicked and no answer. First, a bartender from a neighborhood tavern. I'm just at my wits', and these are quotes, I have changed nothing, of course. I am at my wits' end. I've exhausted all funds to my name. I can't get through to anyone or anything for assistance. I wake up every morning trying to stay positive and not slip into full depression. It's a battle every day. My routine is wake up at 7 a.m., start calling unemployment, back to back to back, until it kicks you off at 9:30. Once I fail at that, I then try and log in to check where my stimulus check is. It keeps saying I don't exist. It says I don't exist, and there's nobody to talk to. The lady I rent from is calling, texting, and hassling me every day for money. Absolutely, for money I do not have. The stress is truly starting to overwhelm me and take over. I'm scared. What am I supposed to do? Another caller. I'm down to my last $30. I have a wife, a 2.5-year-old, and an 8-month-old. I literally have $30 left to my name. I try to get through to unemployment every day. What am I supposed to do? Another caller. I work 2 jobs, one for the strip casino and one on the outskirts of town. My wife worked for a neighborhood casino. We've lost all 3 jobs and have not been able to get through to unemployment. What are we supposed to do? And finally, a note from a renowned chef. Sorry to contact you at such a chaotic time. I was hoping you may have a suggestion for a contact at the unemployment office. In short, after lengthy attempts, I was able to fill out a claim online. When I reached the page determining my employer, I selected the correct one. The subsequent page showed I had no earnings in 2018 and 2019. I was thus deemed ineligible. I secured my payroll records and faxed them as well as emailed them on April 17th, and again the following week. My wife and I have logged 7,579 calls, as have many others. Not one time did we get anything but a busy signal. Not emails, nor phone, nor postal responses. We are fearing the worst if no assistance is in the near future. I know you are not responsible, but I am getting worried. Again, I'm sorry to cry on your shoulder, but what am I supposed to do? My question is, what are these people supposed to do? We've heard, be patient. But the people of this great community have been patient. We're going into the 8th week of this shutdown with no definitive timeline. I continue to have every confidence that our business owners and managers will do what needs to be done to reopen safely with the interests of their employees and visitors paramount. The Nevada United Plan for Recovery does not contain specific dates to enable families and business owners, many of whom have invested their life savings in their businesses, to have the life preserver they need today and to plan for their futures. I recognize there is fear about opening too soon. But the question that many are asking, when is too soon? Too late? Amen. I will commit, I am going to stay on this, so all of you with these businesses that are closed down and every one of you who's unemployed, I will continue. All I have is my voice, and that's all I can use. And I promise you, I will not stop speaking.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Riggin, thank you. Thank you. It's your voice, and I know how important you are. You're the heart and soul and the family of our community, and those of you who are watching online. You've made this town. You have made this town. And my family and I have been lucky enough to be part of being in your embrace. And God bless you all. We will get through this, and we have a start because we have a plan. We need dates, and we need to go. So Mr. Riggleman, if you would then, please.
Jeff, if you would, please play the video.
Hi, my name is Avery, and I support Mayor Goodman's efforts to get my mommy and daddy back to work. They're driving me crazy.
Thank you, Mayor Carolyn Goodman, for trying to open up Nevada again. I want to go back to school and play soccer, and I want to eat tacos whenever I want. Let's do this.
Thank you, Mayor Carolyn Goodman. I want to be free, and thank you for fighting for us. Lockdown sucks. Let's make Las Vegas great again. Woo!
As an Israeli American in Las Vegas, thank you, Mayor Goodman. We love you.
Mayor Goodman, thank you so much for what you've done so far, but we've got to do a heck of a lot more. We need these businesses open, and we need them now.
Hi, Mayor. This is Byron Brooks. I speak on behalf of me and the entire Brooks family when I say we really support your messaging. We thank you for your leadership. You're doing an awesome job for the city of Las Vegas. Thank you.
Hey, Mayor Goodman and members of the City Council, I want you to know that I support your efforts to get Nevada businesses open. I know that you care about the citizens in this city of Las Vegas and that you will implement safe and responsible plans to make sure that we can get people back to work. Thank you so much.
Hi, this is Paymon from Paymon's Mediterranean Cafe for past 32 years in Las Vegas. Mayor Goodman, I just want to let you know I am 100% in supporting you, and thank you so much for standing up for Vegas and saying what the right thing it is, even though if it's not popular. Please open Vegas because we as small businesses, we are dying. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Las Vegas resident and former Nevada State Senator Elizabeth Hoagland. I support Mayor Goodman, and I would like to see Las Vegas get back to normal as soon as possible.
Thank you, Mayor Goodman, for knowing this city can't be shut down too long and all the hard work you're doing there, and all the city council members. Thank you so much.
Mayor Goodman, I want to tell you thank you so much for all that you're doing for us and for standing strong with Nevada.
My name is Amy Jones, and I am the COO of Real Water. As a business owner, I know what it takes to make ends meet, and that is why I wholeheartedly support Mayor Goodman and her efforts to get Nevada back in business.
Hi, I'm UFC Hall of Famer Stephan Bonner, and I have a small business here at Gym, and it's time to support Mayor Goodman's efforts to get businesses open again and get our economy going.
Hi, we support our Mayor, Carolyn Goodman. She has done a great job, and yes, let's open Las Vegas now.
Hi, this is Blake Ferry. I support you, Mayor Goodman. Let's get Las Vegas open.
Mayor Goodman, on behalf of the small business community, we thank you very much for all the efforts you've put forth in trying to get our people back to work so they can pay their bills. What you're doing is monumental. Can't thank you enough.
Thank you, Mayor Goodman, for serving our community. We love you, and you're in our prayers every single day. God bless.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We think you are terrific. Thank you so much for making this happen for us.
Meant a lot to our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much for everything you're doing to balance politics, the economy, and our health. We really appreciate your support. Keep up the good work. Thank you for trying to get us back to work.
Thank you, Mayor Goodman, for your hard work and dedication and for fighting for Las Vegas to get back to work soon.
As a resident of the city of Las Vegas, I strongly encourage Mayor Goodman and the City Council to lift the restrictions on our local businesses. I would like to also thank Mayor Goodman for expressing her trust in the people of Las Vegas to make good decisions for the safety and health of their friends and neighbors.
Good morning, Mayor Goodman. This is Sigal Chadha, Planning Commissioner for Ward 2. I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done for our city and everything that you continue to do for our city. And I want to tell you that we are so lucky as citizens and residents of the city of Las Vegas to have you as our mayor. We love you. Have a good day.
I appreciate you, Mayor Goodman, and I'm for opening Las Vegas sooner in a safe way.
As the Israeli American in Las Vegas, I want to say thank you, Mayor Goodman. We love you.
I just want to say thank you to Mayor Goodman and our city for keeping our small business community at top of mind. Thank you for all of your hard work.
Hello, Madam Mayor Goodman. Thank you so much for supporting our businesses, supporting our families. Las Vegas needs you. We need your voice. Most of all, thank you for loving Las Vegas as much as I do.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are saying what everybody else is thinking. If we don't open up our city soon, it's going to be worse than 2009. Mayor Goodman, thank you for being who you are.
I would like to thank to Mayor Goodman for all of the things that she's doing to our community. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
This is Michael Rhodes from Las Vegas's very own Big Slick Petroleum. Just wanted to say thank you to Mayor Goodman for all that you've done for this incredible city. We love you and we thank you for the stand that you are relentlessly for us Nevadans, us Las Vegans. We appreciate you so much.
As an American and Israeli citizen, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. We love you.
Hello, Mayor. First of all, I hope you and your family are all well. First, I want to say I love you and thank you for your incredible leadership during this time.
Part of downtown and looking forward to getting our economy going again. I'm glad to be able to have the opportunity to create our own social distancing, our own guidelines, and for our employees and all of our customers, and looking forward to getting Las Vegas back up and going.
Mayor, I just want to tell you how much we love you, we support you, and we can't wait to get our loving and sweet Las Vegas back up and running again.
Hi, I'm Mac Miller, and I'd like to say that I've got your back. I'm talking to who? I'm talking to our mayor of fabulous Las Vegas. Thank you, Carolyn Goodman.
I support Mayor Goodman in her efforts to open up Las Vegas for business. Thank you for your continued service to our city, Mayor Goodman.
I wanted to say a big thank you to Mayor Goodman for being among a very short list of policymakers that have the courage to actually look at the data and not to hide fear-mongering regarding the coronavirus. Thank you for supporting business and working hard to open Nevada back up.
And I want to tell the mayor, haters going to hate, but we love you, we back you, and we believe in you. Stay encouraged.
So nice. Pardon? Well, I don't know where that came from, but for all of you who participate and all of you who are here, you just know everything really comes from the heart. A lot of bad things have been said, and I wouldn't be in this job and loving this community if I didn't have broad shoulders. And no matter what it is and how untruthful so many of the comments have been, it's okay. It's okay, because I know that we're doing the right thing here in Las Vegas. Nevada is a state unlike any other state in the Union. We're all about hospitality, tourism, and conventions. And we can do this, and we can do this in a healthy manner. We weren't broken before. There was no problem before. But we can do this together and make a nice balance, and it's up to the private industry to go ahead and submit their plans, which will be caring and good and safe and hygienically perfect, I'm sure. So at this point, we're going to go on to public comment. And you just said something to me you want.
Madam Mayor, before we open it up for public comment, I know Councilman Stavros and Councilwoman Seaman and myself have a couple of words to say. So if you want, maybe we'll start with Councilman Stavros.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I just want to echo what Mayor Goodman said. I think that was her statement was spot on. And I guess the one thing I can add is when we think of Las Vegas, when we think of Southern Nevada, the first thing that comes to mind are the major casinos all up and down the Strip and in the downtown area. But what most people don't understand, 47% of our economy, almost 50% are small businesses. Just some guy or some gal or just some married couple, and they're just running a small business. And they are absolutely being destroyed today. We just saw one of them, Ricardo's. Mexican restaurant's been here forever. I remember as a young cop going to Ricardo's because they gave us 50% off for our lunch, which was a nice thing. We didn't get paid that well back then. But they're going out of business. And it's not just them. There's going to be a lot of businesses that go out of business unless we get them open. And there's no reason, there is absolutely no reason why a retail store or a restaurant cannot open up today. I mean, we're not stupid. We're Americans. Business owners are smart. They know what to do. Customers are smart. They know what to do. Both of them know how to get out in our community safely. And if you don't want to, you can stay home. There's nothing wrong with that. And I would encourage senior citizens and people that are really sick to stay home. But everybody else, let's get out there and, I mean, I need a haircut. And I'm waiting for my barber to open up so I can get a haircut. So I think we can do this today. I really don't understand it. So I'm glad to see that there are people up here on this Las Vegas City Council that are really supporting getting people back to work. It's really a shame, but we're going to do this. We're going to survive, and we're going to do it. So thank you very much.
Right now. Okay. I refuse to accept that it is an either-or scenario when it comes to opening the economy back up, that we have to choose between safety and our economic survival. I believe we can restart our city in a way that ensures public safety, but also allows us to begin the healing process on our critically wounded economy. When looking at the issue of the coronavirus epidemic, we can't only look at one side of the issue. We have to look at both sides of the issue. Every day, like Mayor Goodman and everyone else here, my office gets hundreds of calls and emails from people at their end of their economic rope. We just spoke to a couple who, despite being on a mission for the last 6 weeks to get on unemployment, they have had no success and are down to their last few dollars while their bills continue and rent continue to pile up. Unfortunately, their story is the story of tens of thousands of people who have been left on their own by our failed unemployment system. But the pain doesn't stop there. Our businesses are facing their own economic disaster as well, watching everything they have built disappear before their very eyes. The longer this drags out, the greater the number of businesses will close their doors forever, like Ricardo's. That wonderful restaurant has been a part of the Las Vegas community for decades, the location for countless weddings, parties, birthdays, and special events, all ending forever. Equally as sad is all the new businesses closing their doors forever, before they ever had a chance to become a Las Vegas institution like Ricardo's. If the big corporations, Whole Foods, Target, and Costco can follow safe precautions, so why can't our mom and pop businesses that are now facing closing forever? That is why I'm calling on the state to move us into phase 1 right now. I have no doubt we can do it in the safe manner that protects our citizens and guests while allowing us to begin the hard work of rebuilding our great city, Las Vegas, that we call home. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, Councilwoman Seaman, and Councilman Stavros. So I want to read a statement that I prepared so I don't get off track. But I want to start off with, as we're going through this, and as our Madam Chairwoman, Commissioner Kirkpatrick, has taken the chair of the lead thing, we've been communicating daily and on the same page as far as opening Nevada right now. So I've worked with her in the Assembly up at the state level, and the last two people that were in that building at 1 o'clock in the morning was Marilyn Kirkpatrick and myself going through the day. So she has the work ethic that we all appreciate, and I want to thank her for her efforts. As we stand proud here and in support of our mayor, the city of Las Vegas is poised to reopen safely and compassionately, and it is time for specific actions and answers. We cannot afford to say, I don't know when, and I don't know how. We will regain our community. Speaking out, I'll tell you, is very scary sometimes because we'll get attacked by the liberal media. However, our silence is much more deadly than the COVID-19 itself. Shuttering our businesses without providing an organized and specific plan for reopening is not a position our leadership can afford to adopt. That is why it is imperative that we follow our mayor's lead in supporting our local business community with our direction and support to reopen as quickly as possible while protecting our community's health and safety. We can do this, and I have full confidence, that working together with our chair lead, we will reopen today, soon. We cannot wait for the state or the federal government to provide this support or guidance. And so the biggest question I really ever had was, why would we ever shut down our state without a plan to reopen it before we shut it down? Our local businesses, our community needs our help now. Our citizens need to get back to work rather than wait on broken unemployment system. Our small business owners cannot wait for federal programs that are delayed and underfunded. We need our hospitality industry back. We need our small businesses back. This shutdown is killing people. Suicides are up. Drug overdoses are up. Depression is rampant. Domestic violence is through the roof. Child abuse, be it physically, sexually, or mentally, is up. Nobody wants to accept death and sickness from COVID-19. Nobody. However, when elected officials make statements to marginalize the impact of closing the economy in order to protect the public from harm, they are not representing their constituents faithfully. For example, making statements like, I miss my happy hour, I would love to get my hair cut, I would love to go out to dinner too, to defend the prolonged destruction to our livelihoods, does not fully consider the true impact to our community. What about the people who have been laid off due to the essential, non-essential designation that we live paycheck to paycheck? What about the newly unemployed who have not been able to process their unemployment claims due to the antiquated and grossly incapable state system? They are receiving phone calls from their landlords, utilities, phone and cable companies, car loans, insurance carriers, and credit cards. Regardless of the state mandates and utility companies delaying evictions and shutoffs, the stress created by these constant phone calls and threats is becoming unmanageable. They are missing birthdays, funerals, weddings, family vacations, and can't go to church. They can get their dog groomed, because I'll tell you, I use Rover Makeover. They come and they groom my dog, but they can't get a haircut. They can go to the hardware store, but not the vitamin store. They don't know how they will get money for food next week. They have no answer for their children on why they have to wait in lines 2 to 3 miles deep to get 15 pounds of much-needed groceries at one of our local food shares. And thank God for those wonderful souls helping those neighbors every day. Now we hear from some elected officials and other elites that we just need to hunker down for longer. These leaders do not offer any hope, any light, and certainly not any solutions for the future. It is nearly impossible for people to truly empathize with others that are not in the same situation. If you have your normal income and are paying your bills the same, this shutdown doesn't affect you in the same devastating way it affects your neighbors, and God bless you and good for you. The majority lives paycheck to paycheck, and our regular middle-class people are having a hard time feeding their families right now, and this is devastating. Nobody wants to reopen the city recklessly without safety and precaution. We all know that our lives have changed and many things will never be the same. This virus and the ones that come after it are not going away. The time for shutdown and panic is over. We must include the potential permanent economic impact to putting thousands of small businesses out of business, hundreds and thousands of people on indefinite unemployment. Even assuming the state of Nevada Dieter has the ability to fix the broken system immediately, our community's mental health is at risk with these escalated pressures. We must protect our community and help those in need of mental health and addiction support. I ask you, is death from the coronavirus more tragic than the death of a person committing suicide in desperation because of the shutdown? One life lost is one too many. As we kill the economy, we literally kill people and add side effects of shattered dignity and scars on children that will never, ever go away. Fear is a great way to control people. And make no mistake, if you are staying home for Nevada without underlying conditions, you are in fear and you are being controlled. And I am asking you to think for yourselves and do your own research. It is time to continue to closely monitor and protect our vulnerable population while allowing our general healthy population to return to work and activities. It is a fact that COVID-19, like most viruses before it, will not go away. Vaccine and natural antibody protection will eventually mitigate the virus, but it won't disappear by keeping non-essential businesses closed and most of our population in hiding. And if we wait until next year for the cure, we will have destroyed our local economy beyond any repair. Essential businesses are suffering from restricted access to customers, as well as a reduced amount of customers who can afford to patronize these businesses. Non-essential businesses are suffering from obviously being closed against their will. The state of Nevada has said there will be a phased approach to opening the economy, but the plan provided last week was lacking in specific details, 28 pages of nothing. For our business community, no dates, no regulations, no expectations, and no solutions. We need input from all of the avenues in our community to live in balance and protect our freedoms. We must act soon, but safely, to open the economy and get our families back to work. Business must adopt social distancing and revise sanitation procedures that reasonably protect customers from exposure to germs and viruses. We must include our business owners and industry specialists in developing these enhanced measures. Business owners will need time and support to prepare, and without a plan and guidance, it will not be possible to provide safe and sustainable environments for commerce. They need time to call back and/or train employees, purchase inventory, purchase appropriate PPE, sanitize their stores, install necessary guards, surfaces, etc., to provide adequate social distancing, and start a brand new campaign, "We're open again, come back." The propaganda of this crisis is driving each of us to hate one another, judge each other, question each other, and we need to start there. No judging, just helping each other. If you want to stay home, stay home. But we are grown, responsible adults that can navigate our business and family and the safety of our family members that are elderly and have underlying conditions. They are the ones that need to stay home for Nevada, not the healthy. So if you're healthy, leave your house and stay healthy. Take a walk, ride a bike, pick up dinner, and go have a picnic with your healthy friend. Get outdoors, Nevada. Start living and stop being afraid. I hope I can speak for our entire City of Las Vegas family that we are fully committed to providing guidance and information on any resources available to businesses through our Economic and Urban Development Office, Business Licensing Department, City Manager's Office, who's doing a stellar job, by the way, Mayor, and our City Council ward offices. So this is now time for us to come together, support our mayor, the city manager, provide real-time support, our industry and community, and reopen Las Vegas. Thank you.
Thank you very much. we're going to go on. I don't know if there's anything that Councilman Knutson, if
Hello.
you have any comments, or Councilwoman Diaz, Councilman Creer on the phone.
I do.
Okay. What did he say? I couldn't understand. Yes? Please, go ahead.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
Thank you. Councilman Career. Good morning, everybody. And, you know, I think that a lot has been said today, and some in agreement and some not. I think that we need to take a look at the fact that we are in the middle of this pandemic. We've gone back and forth about how do we get open and when we get open. And I don't think there's anybody in the entire city that does not want to get open and get open responsibly. You know, as I've mentioned in the past, I personally, I have two businesses that have been very, very affected by this. I'm an investor in a restaurant on the Las Vegas Strip that's been closed. We've had to lay off a number of employees. So I'm not sure if there's anybody else on the dais that has been affected by this in this particular manner, like I have. And so I am, you know, dealing with the same situations that many people around the state and around the country are dealing with. But I do think it's important that we do open responsibly, and just to come out and say, you know, go out and you know, hang out with other people, and to not follow social distancing, not take precautions in wearing a mask, not you know, having policies in place.
Please, if you could,
before we
just
go
give
back out
Councilman
and
Creer
get
the
open,
respect.
then I think that's irresponsible, and that's what a lot of people are doing. We've seen that. You know, in California, they opened up the beaches, and next thing you know, there were, you know, thousands and thousands of people that were on the beach, and you know that is going to just exacerbate the spread of the virus. And I think it's important that we do look at the fact that you know, we're still getting people who are contracting the virus every day. There are still people dying every day, and as much as you saw the people who were on that video, I think there's thousands and thousands and thousands of other people that would say, hey, we need to be more responsible in our approach towards this. I think that Governor Sisolak has done a yeoman's job of trying to manage this pandemic, to try to manage everything that has been put down on the state.
Please,
you
know, it's courtesy and kindness. We want that back
Pardon
in
me?
our entire community. So let's show everybody that that's what we do, please.
Hold on. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please, Councilman.
Okay.
Councilman Creer, I don't know if you
but all I'm
can
saying
hear,
is that
but can you hear the audience
Pardon
at
me?
all, Councilman Creer?
No, he can't.
You can't hear the
no,
audience?
I heard,
Yeah.
I heard the mayor.
Yeah, it's.
And you know, I think that the governor has done a yeoman's job in trying to manage this whole process. I've known Governor Sisolak for years. I've worked with him side by side in trying to make our state better. And I know that he wants to get this state open again. You know, people have made comments that this is political, that he's trying to keep the state closed. I don't understand where that's coming from and why you would think there's one person on the planet that would want to keep the economy closed. He's been tasked with managing this out of left field, and I think that, you know, there's nobody who would want this up on themselves. And so I know that he has laid out a plan. Maybe it's not as extensive as some people want with some exact dates, but I think the pandemic is going to dictate the dates. We are moving forward with the opening of the state. Maybe it's not going at the pace that some want. You know, I definitely want to get open as soon as possible, but I want it to get open as responsibly as possible so that we can help continue to flatten the curve and continue to see people who are not suffering from this. I get it. I understand it. And we get the same calls in my office as other council persons have gotten in their office regarding the challenges with receiving unemployment, the challenges of when we're going to get back open. And I just say to my fellow citizens of Nevada, that, hey, we're all here with you. You're not here alone. We understand, and we're doing our best to try to manage this process like everybody. And it's not that I disrespect the voices of those that want to get open. I just think that we need to, to come down and, to say that we should just open tomorrow, I just don't think that's responsible. And, the city of Las Vegas has done an amazing job. I concur with Mayor Pro Tem that our city manager has been managing this process and has done a very good job with he and his team. And we'll continue to be there for our citizens in our city. And I can't wait to get back open again and to go out to restaurants and dine responsibly and to, participate in everything Las Vegas has to offer us. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let me go ahead then. We're going to go on to agenda item 5 now, which is public
Madam
comment.
Mayor?
Yes.
With
Yes?
all due respect, I wanted to also comment since all of my other colleagues have been extended the privilege.
Councilwoman Diaz, yes, please. You
Thank
want
you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to say that if there's any ward that's going to feel this impact of what's happening with the pandemic, it's Ward 3. I have a lot of hardworking people that work in the service industry, work the hotels, to keep them clean, to keep them going. I have a lot of people who work in the restaurant establishments. I get it. I am the daughter of a casino porter. I understand what it means for your family to be sustained by one income and to right now not have that income and have to rely on unemployment. I also understand that there's many families facing that their kids don't have a school to go to. Schools are closed, so there's this predicament also when people get called back to duty and things start to reopen. What are we doing with our children? There's so many things that we have to explore as a community and help each other up that we need to make sure that we're part of the work. I want the folks that are listening in and are at the meeting to know that just because I'm dialing in via phone doesn't mean I'm shying away from my job and my responsibilities. I continue to receive the emails. I continue to receive the calls that the mayor just alluded to, frustrated about the unemployment system. The thing that I can do is be educated and informed so that I can tell the folks the appropriate channels and the appropriate mechanisms and how to try to troubleshoot through those systems. But I can only lend my support to the state and say I am here. If there's anything that I can do personally, let me know. But right now, for all those that are self-employed, I hear the system is going to hopefully be available to them next week. So I am kind of just waiting for that information so that I can do my due diligence and help and support and spread it. I've had to hold the hand of some people that are filing unemployment and help them through because they don't have a laptop, because they don't have connectivity to the internet, because they can't do it from their smartphone. So I understand very well all these pain points that this closure is causing. However, this isn't about the virus versus the economy. It's about making sure our community is healthy, making sure that when we are ready to reopen responsibly, that we are offering a safe environment to our tourists. Because when I am having the conversations with the owners of a lot of these venues, they are saying when we reopen, we have to make sure that people know that we're doing it safe and that we're keeping their health and well-being at the forefront of our minds. We are falling ill again after we reopen in our downtown or on our casino resort corridor will have far-reaching impacts. And I don't know if that could be recorrected. So even if we wanted to open today, who would come? We know that the flights, international flights, will not be back up for the rest of the year. We have to be intelligent, we have to be responsible, and we need to make sure that everyone understands the importance of taking care of the whole community. And it starts with starting with taking care with your own family first. I'm staying home because I have older parents, I have a spouse that is immunocompromised, and I have a child to also now teach the rest of the year. And I understand everybody's pain points. I honestly do. I get it. It's very real. I'm not diminishing the impacts of this pandemic, but we didn't ask for it to come, and now we're having to deal with it the best that we can. So So I ask that everybody just reach out to us. We are there for you. We are helping you as much as we can. And I would also urge my city council members and the mayor for us to think of proactive ways that we can extend help to our community. Are there dollars that we received from the federal COVID money that we can put out to the community to help those small business owners, to help some of those folks with the rent relief that they will need, to help those pockets of our community that will not get even the access to unemployment for them to keep food and a shelter over their heads. So I implore that we continue to work and that we continue to stand united so that we can have that long and far-reaching impact to hold our community harmless.